Hi Libra, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Remember, I always create an extended reading for those of you who want deeper meaning and more details. That link is below in the description box. As well, I will pin it to the top of the comment section. I'll just try to make it really easy for you to discover it. Remember to subscribe to this channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. Libra content comes out every single Monday at 8:30 a.m. That's Pacific time over on the west coast of the US. And if you want to join me for daily tarot card readings, I'm going to attach the link above. I have a second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation, where I will answer your questions intuitively with one combined general reading. So I hope you guys can join me over there. Well, the astrology is 100% change. That's what it is. For most of this week, Venus is in Cancer this whole week. And it is sextile to this exceptionally karmic conjunction between Mars and Uranus and the North Node. So it's definitely willing in time to make the change and do things differently. There is also a opposition between Venus. Okay. This is a cascade reading, which means things have flowed to you from the past, and now they're sort of accumulating in your lap or manifesting. And then there's, what was I saying? Sorry, guys. So there is a opposition between Venus and Pluto, and that's huge. Especially since we had this great push for change, almost impetuous change, or surprising karmic changes when it came to you and your life. Since Mars is a part of that, that could specifically speak to romance. Now, things might not have come to you, but you've definitely made some decisions to make the change, because that's what the sextile is about. It's about taking action. So you've definitely been spurred into action, and whatever decision you make, whether you realize it or not, has set you up for a really dynamic life change when it comes to you and who you are and where you are in life and who you're with and what your value system is. A lot of this is happening through the conduit of family, or the concept of family, because Venus is in Cancer right now. So it could have to do with you going back to your family, being around your family more. Or it could just be about you reconsidering what you want in terms of the kind of family that you want to create for yourself moving in the future. Different kind of dynamics. This is a moral and ethical, like intrinsic shift in who you are and what you want. And then Pluto comes, and I gotta say, what that means is dynamic change. Dynamic change. It could mean, especially later on this week, when Venus is trying to Neptune. Neptune is in retrograde, which means that the kind of like fuzzy unicorn rainbow kind of dream, like escape into the dream, when Neptune is in retrograde, it's not like that. It's almost like I can't dream enough, right? Now, I don't know you guys, but I've been dreaming a lot lately. But it could be that dreams are starting, it's almost like through dreams that you're getting reprogrammed. That's what I'm saying. Like your brain is starting to sort of, it's almost like your subconscious is ahead of you. It knows what's right. And through dreams, you're getting retrained. You're getting prepped for this change. Let's get into the cards. And leave the comments below, because I really want to know what kind of dreams you guys have been having. Because I'm a Libra rising, and I know that I've been having crazy ass dreams. Like, a ton of them. A ton of them. Reclaim your power. And set healthy boundaries. Okay, so this is where you started. So I want you to think back. When I said those two things, what did you think of? Because Libra, this is about, in a way, you took back who you were. And you said, this is who I am and this is what you're not allowed to do. Now, I don't know if this was work, love life with a specific person, but whatever it is, this is what happened. Now, setting healthy boundaries is also, have you had some boundaries too high? Reclaiming your power, like you could easily wall yourself in and jail yourself by putting boundaries that were too high. Healthy boundaries are about realizing what is healthy. Do you need a boundary at all? It's kind of those things. Reclaim your power by setting healthy boundaries. Okay? You put your foot down, or you asserted yourself, or you tore some walls down. Take time out. So this was, I don't know what happened in your life, but a period of rest, relaxation, or just maybe feeling like you were divinely protected. And then we have this, trust in the magic. It's almost like you just went with the flow. You legitimately just went with the flow. And then time for a beginner mind. You started something new. What was it? You tried something new. That wasn't just something new. It's like you asserted yourself. You took the bull by the horns and you asserted yourself, and you did things differently. Even if it was crazy, you went for it. This is something new. Your underbelly is protected. You walked in kind of defensive, but you still walked in. And then we have love is all around you. Bring your ideas to life. Let it shine and be generous of spirit with trust a great mystery. Hold the fuck up. Love is all around you. In other words, this is a time of great appreciation for what you do and who you are. This is Gemini energy, maybe a sense of somebody that loved you, didn't love you in the past, loves you now. This could definitely be family too, which is going to give you the help that you need to like sort of enable you to get to springboard into kind of the full you, completely you. This is friends, people love you and supporting you, finally supporting your greatness, because in some ways in the past, they did not. Maybe they didn't get it. But it was when you decided, I don't need your approval, I'm doing this then on my own, that things changed. Because in doing it on your own, you legitimately gained a lot of respect from people. And now people see you as the leader. And they're singing your praises. Especially when it comes to something that you brought to life. It was a creative, something creative. And definitely with Neptune trine Venus, you're going to be especially creative now. So something with what you created in the past, you are either debuting, it's coming to light, it's becoming very popular, or you are now debuting, or you're adding to the repertoire of whatever it is. This could be a job, this could be a project, I don't know what the fuck. But it's going to meet into approval and trust a great mystery, which is just dive right in. You're ready to take the plunge, and that's what you've done. It's time to take the plunge. You are at a point in your life where I just don't think that you can be sort of even intimidated by... You don't have to worry about being intimidated, though, because there is a great push to support you. So Libra, you are really supported right now. Somebody wants to help you out. Okay, now, it's going to take a lot of confidence for you to say what you need to say. This is more specific. It's going to take a lot of confidence for you to say what you need to say, but you absolutely need to say it. Whatever was sitting on your heart or deep down inside of you, it is time to have courage about it and to profess it or share it. Like, let something come out about it. People are actually going to love your ideas and love what you do. So this is a really good time for that to happen, to communicate your ideas. Now, I don't know what that means, but it's definitely about speaking your ideas, telling people about them, letting them be seen. If you have been working on something, especially something written words, statements, it is definitely a time, because this is Leo season, so it's definitely a time to bring them to surface and let it be seen. This is also, in a way, maybe even getting a call about your ideas because somebody finally recognizes you and sees you. It's this Pluto energy. Remember, Pluto's in retrograde. So there's almost a sense of a review of something, of your idea, reviewing your idea. Somebody is reviewing your idea, or just finding it or discovering it now. And this is during Leo season. Trust the great mystery, because what you put out there about yourself, it wasn't dead. I think you thought this opportunity had died and gone and was shriveled up and dried up. It didn't. It just takes a while for the energy to reach somebody. It's like that, dropping a coin into a pond, the ripples go out, and those ripples take a while. If you're way out here, the ripple won't reach you as if you were right here, right? It's like the ripple is finally reaching the ears of the person who needs it, who needs to hear it. Shout. This has got to do with something creative. Now, Neptune retrograde is bullshit being pulled back. So Venus being trine to Neptune, it happens in a couple of days. So Venus being trine to Neptune is very vulnerable energy, sure. But Neptune retrograde is almost like, kind of frightening in a way, because there's nothing to protect you. But the trine suggests that there's harmony here. I feel like this is still speaking to the fact that it's just hitting you now. The retrogrades are really working in your favor, because this is a sense of review, a time for review. Jupiter's in retrograde, Neptune's in retrograde, Pluto's in retrograde. I think Saturn's in retrograde. This is a time when all the fucking retrogrades are happening. Really interesting tide that's turning. Venus is in retrograde. Mars is going to go in retrograde relatively shortly. I don't know if there's a Mercury retrograde, but there was a huge push in the outer planets. So something is just starting to trickle through or reaching you now, or setting you up. I know I'm going to get specifics, but this is definitely a sense of reclaim your power. It's like you're being ready and you're prepared now. And trust in the magic. You're finally able to accept, Libra, that things are not the same as they used to be. And that whatever it is that you're engaged in is not going to go the way it went years ago. And this is deciding, well, I'm just going to jump into it, to a totally different outcome. Because those family matters that you went through, those issues that you used to have, they've changed you. You're not the same person. You can't fall back to where you were. No matter what plunge you take now, the farthest you can fall is back to the level that you're on. You're not going to go back to step one. You will not lose the ground that you have gained. So why not take a shot, even if you have to risk some familiar landmines? Why not take the shot? And it's not a familiar landmine. I can tell you that right now, the landmines have been cleared out. If you're ready. If you're ready. I just definitely see something coming from the past. Atlantis is here, so there's been innovation, and innovation might have something to do with it. Something has been innovated that's going to enable you to actually take the steps forward that you need, or also take care of yourself. It could mean that you're innovating yourself. You've innovated who you are, which means that you are an upgrade of who you are, right? But I think there's some some technological innovation that's allowing you to push forward. Or you're using technology to share or believe in or distribute things that you've created. So that could be something online, Amazon, distribution. I don't know what you guys are up to, but it's a platform or technology. It's like using technology in a way to conduct yourself and to put your energy into it. And then Andromeda, which is Aquarius energy. It's also a sense of you've never been into this space before. This is definitely new territory for you. It's like you're a fish out of water. Oh fuck, no, that's not that. It's not that. It's like you're a fish on a completely different planet. You know, you definitely don't feel like you fit in here, but it's like you've just landed in this space that's completely foreign from you. This isn't a bad space. Not at all. I feel honestly like this is a huge breakthrough, huge level up. So let's get some details. Bring this all together for me, on. Wheel of Fortune is coming to something creative. So in other words, you're about to get really lucky on something that you invented or created. Because King of Wands is about creativity and passion, and just being so passionate about something, he goes for it. And he is sort of a creative genius. So that's where your breakthrough is going to lie. That's where your breakthrough is going to come. On some sort of, and this is passion. This could be, it's not necessarily sexuality, but definitely sensuality. Something that is extremely appealing and enticing. Like I said, filled with passion, going after it, going to get it. Wheel of Fortune, King of Wands could speak literally to you're getting lucky with a fire sign male. That's Aries, Leo. Now the Aries came out, but you have Leo here too. I don't see Sagittarius on the table. And I'm not picking up Sagittarius, because usually for me, King of Wands itself does not represent Sagittarius. Could be. But it's almost like, let me put it this way, somebody has definitely evolved. Somebody has definitely evolved. To a point where you might barely recognize them, you might barely recognize yourself. But it's like seeing somebody from your past. It's like seeing somebody from your past when you're somebody brand new. Like going back to your high school reunion 30 years later, 20 years later, 10 years later, 5 years later, and realizing I am so not the person they thought I'd be. I am so different. I have innovated myself to a point where karmically now it comes around where not only does everybody else see it, but you really see it. So it's tremendous life change in terms of how people view you, see you, interact with you. They're not prejudicing you anymore. They're not inventing you anymore. It's definitely like a time when people are interested. And you're attracting a crowd. Yeah, okay. Where else do you want me to go? No. We're gonna get these two. It could be that somebody gets attracted to you through technology. Somebody could be reaching out to you, taking action through technology, because that's how they discover you or find you, and bam, it's like I really know which direction to take this. We have building blocks, which is exchanging gifts, deciding to work together to build something. And then serendipity, this is definitely the right time to do it, and it's happening here and now, and it's going to legitimately bring back something that you thought was dead. Building blocks. So something that you've been working on. And you put in this idea to somebody, you shared this idea to somebody, but now it's like, bam, this is the serendipitous moment where like, oh, you're the person who, it's like serendipity brings you together here and now. It's like the past and the future collide. This is where you are right now and starting completely over, or getting a second chance. So let me see what happens in the here and now. Okay, 2020. What happened in 2020? What is the serendipitous moment? Can you describe it for me, please? What is the serendipitous moment? Can you describe it for me, please? What is the serendipitous moment? Can you describe it for me, please? What is the serendipitous moment? Can you describe it for me, please? Okay, so it has something to do with a huge heartbreak. Ace of Cups in the past. This love or this romance or something that you were extremely disappointed about, and it kind of changed your viewpoint on the world, on yourself, and maybe on the world at large. Let's go to the extended. I want to continue this. I'll see you guys there.